Are we in? Are we live? What is going on with my background? What is going on? What is happening, everybody? Welcome to the Keep It a Bean podcast. Thank you. Are we live? Thank you for tuning in to the Keep It a Bean podcast. Once again, another first episode of 2026. I am so sorry, y'all. I don't even understand why my background is not showing our thing, but we're gonna worry about that another time. So actually, there we go. Here we go. Yeah, man, it's the first episode that we have, ladies and gentlemen. Today is a very special episode. We're gonna start things off very traditional to us. We're gonna have a special guest. I'm gonna be co-hosting with my guy Rob. We're gonna talk some great things about 2025, some upcoming things that we have for 2026. And yeah, man, without any further ado, let me introduce y'all to my co-host all the way from the other side of the world. Um, a guy that is determined into becoming a product shooter, a guy that is very talented, very intelligent, very driven, very consistent, and more often than not pushes me to be um, as consistent and driven. None other than our guy Rob. Rob,
What's
how
good,
you doing,
everyone?
brother?
I'm not bad, man. Thank you very much. It's really good to be back, and thank you for the kind words. And
Of course.
just from me, want to say, shout out to you for giving me the best 2025 in since coming back into sort of the fitted scene and kind of allowing me to join this team on Keep It a Bean. And yeah, it's been absolutely great, kind of talking to you and kind of all of our guests. So thank you so much. It's going to be a good episode today. We've got a really good one.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. I mean, hey, I will say this. One of my favorite things that I feel like the rest of the group chat feels that it might not be good is I love to go in the back and forth with you because the one thing about Rob, when he disagrees with something, and as I am the same, if we disagree on something, we are definitely gonna voice it, and
Yeah,
that's what it's about. Because at the end of the day, we all have our own opinions and everything, and I just think that just makes the dynamic of the group much better because then we can all get our inputs in. It's never to be personal or anything, but I love the back and forth, that's for sure. We
yeah,
definitely have
we
our agreements and disagreements, but as a team, we stick together and we just compromise to something, we find a
exactly
happy
that,
medium. But yeah,
exactly that.
man, today in today's episode, we have a guy that not only is he a OG collector, this guy has been put he has put in a lot of work, bro. A lot of work, right?
A
He
lot.
has he I mean, I was fortunate enough to speak to him on the phone. This guy has some of the things that he mentioned. I was like, dude, how'd you even get your hands on that? Who do you know? Who do you work for? Is the real question because this guy has definitely put in the work. Designer, collector, uh, easy to say another voice from the UK, which is very minimal. Being that Rob, Cap, and what Mattis may be the only other person that I know from the UK that are very prominent in the fitted world. It was due to bring this person in because I definitely want to pick at his brain. I want to know what he thinks about the past, as far as a collector, a about what's coming to the future and collabs and everything. And holy crap, we have 41 people in here. Shout out to everybody that's tuning in to the Keep It a Bean. Jeez,
I
shout
tell
out to
you.
y'all. But yeah, man, I'm gonna bring to the floor Mr. Cap Master Flash.
What's happening, people? How are we? Everyone is
Here he
well.
is.
What's going on? What's going on, brother? Must I say that beard is luscious. That is a luscious red beard, and I am loving it.
Listen, it's cold here in the UK. I need to keep my face warm. You know.
Nah, it's definitely beautiful. I got to speak to you over the phone, but I never got to see your face. I mean, you don't really show your face much on Instagram, and to actually see your face now, I'm like, wow, this is a red man, like a red
That's
machine.
why. That's why. Like it's quite funny that I'm a Knicks fan. Like orange on orange does not work. So every Knicks hat that I have to get the non-orange hat because orange on orange to orange.
Yeah, that's hilarious.
Amazing. Yeah, I mean, if you're listening to his accent as well, you know, he's not from London. He's not from my parts. He's a bit higher up. He's you know the if you can't understand, we'll put subtitles on for some of the Americans out there. But yeah, so it's really good to have you on, Cap. And you know, as we said, a OG collector. If you guys don't know, Cap has been collecting caps for over 20 years. I mean, this man has pieces that you would never have even knew existed, and we can't wait to see some of them. So,
hey, most definitely, Quandell Dingleberry, you can get a shout out.
Absolutely,
shout out to you. And Andy, when he comes to New York, he will be going on a date with the Keep It a Bean family. Yes, he will. He said, "Shut up, take him on a date already." We'll sure do. You know, April he'll be coming over here to New York, and we'll be hitting the city. You know, all of us. But yeah, brother. Welcome to the show, brother. Welcome to the show. Long overdue episode. Congratulations on your show. You know, you just had your first episode not that long ago. Going down memory lane on your show, pretty much.
Yeah, to be honest, it was some. I thought it was a concept I thought of well over a year ago, and I remember if you can go back through my Instagram, you'll see a post saying "Flashback to the fitting starting September 2024."
Oh, dude. I'm not scrolling
maybe.
down on your feed. Your feed has over 400 posts. That is a long scroll.
So it was just one of them things. I was trying to get it right, and then I'd put it off because, like I say to Rob, you'll notice you don't see a lot of me on my posts. I'm not a very in front of camera person.
Yeah.
But then I just thought I've got to do it. Just stop putting it off. So that's when I made the post end of November, just saying January 6th. Yeah. It's gonna start.
I mean, sometimes we just gotta take that leap and just say, you know what, F it. I'm just gonna do it.
Yeah.
And I'll get better at it. You know, the more you do it, the better.
Well, there's a saying that I heard being like kind of a photographer / videographer is make it exist first, make it better later.
Because the practice will make you greater. You know, it's one thing fantasizing about wanting to do something and saying, "Oh, I want it to be like this and like that," but not actually putting the product out there. You are never gonna get to that level where you want to be. You just kind of have to do it. So yeah, congratulations, brother. Congratulations. Definitely, you need to be a face for the UK, you know.
Absolutely.
Especially being from all the things that you shared with the both of us, you know. You definitely need to be a voice. You definitely need to, as Rob tells me, make content.
Content is me, you know. He gets up. We've got a group chat like of just us UK guys. There's like 4 or 5 of us. He's constantly in there. Content, more content. Every day,
man. I mean, I lied you not. He keeps the team in check for sure. He keeps the team in check, and he is so consistent that at times you just like, dude, I feel so bad that I didn't post anything. Like just the other day, he made a post that I was scrambling in my head. I'm like, what do I post? What is going on? And then I saw he posted something, and I was like, Rob, thank you, brother. Thank you. But yeah, nah, it definitely helps get you out there, recognize, notice, and it's almost like a responsibility,
Yeah.
it's not almost, it is a responsibility, it's a duty to post the content, because once you have people that support you, follow the page and everything, it's our duty to make sure that we keep giving them that, because they followed us for a reason, they support us for a reason,
Yeah.
and so yeah, man.
So I just want to start by everyone talking about what they have on their heads, because that's what we like to do first. So
Yes,
before
sir.
I do that, I'm just going to swap. So give me 2 seconds.
Oh,
We've got
hold on. Oh, the
Oh,
first. The
oh,
first.
what we
yeah.
want to hear about is, as we know, Cap has things from history, but we want to talk about your your recent accolades in the fitted world, which is your 3 designs you have. So
Mhm.
touch on those. Let's hear what everyone has on their heads as first. So you can explain what I've got on my head for the group.
Wow. So you have my first FNF, which was called the Flashbang Oakland, and basically there's no hook. It was just I love woodland camo. I love olive. I thought
Sometimes you don't need a hook, man.
no, and at the time when I thought of this, no one was doing camo UVs. It was all grey green. So I just thought something different. And if you want to hook it, you can hook it to the Golden State Warriors if you want, because it's the blue and the gold. You can
Okay.
maybe an E40 hook. However you look at it, there's albums of E40. They've got the camo and the green and the blue and the gold. So you can.
I like
It's down
that.
to perception. But to me, it was just something I thought of, and there it was. And I've told Rob this, I was told by numerous, because I basically, that hat, I entered into a design contest, and I think it got to the last 16, and then a few people messaged me and saying it would have done better if it had a grey UV, change the UV, and then, but to me, then it's not my design. It's that I've got to stay true to what I think of my design. So I kept it like that and ended up getting it made myself.
Yes, sir. I will say, man, before I speak on what I have on my or on the mata, right? Um, we need to get away from this whole only grays and greens, We need to go back to the roots. We need to go back to the OG days of, you know, fitted hype, and we talking
Mm.
about there was purples, there was blues, there was pinks, there was reds, camos, everything. I want some of those, because some hats actually do look good. Look, for example, I'll give you a quick example. uh this one, I hooked this. It's not a hooked hat, but I hooked it after my daughter. Got some roses on the side and everything. My daughter's middle name is Rose.
Ooh,
You get what I'm
Mm.
saying?
Yeah.
You get what I'm saying?
that's
So,
cool.
but yeah, like, give us things like that. I'll give you one more. I'll give you one more. If you could guess, oh, that's bright.
Have a look.
Patrick Star. Why would you put a green, a gray on this when you can
Yeah.
put the lime green to represent the pants? Come on now,
Mm.
You've got some pieces I never knew you even had in your collection. See, this is another thing. This is why I say content, because my co-host has some insane pieces, but you would never know he has them.
Look, man, I'm missing the SpongeBob, but I have the Squidward, I have the Patrick.
That's amazing. I didn't even know that was a thing.
SpongeBob and Squidward. This is peak collecting days. Like when
Yeah.
the hat community was hat communitying. But
But
nonetheless, on the
the
mata,
problem is that people will play it safe with a grey and a green. A lot of the times, if you send that to a store or someone, they'll go with it. If it's not, it's it's not guaranteed, and I think that's what it is. I think a lot of people just play it safe, to be honest.
yeah, yeah, for sure. But nonetheless, on the mata today, you guys have seen me wear this before, and you guys have heard me express before how I feel about this hat. Definitely one of the contenders for hat of the year. Is on the list for hat of the year. Um, Talking about nice tonal, brown crown. Hold on, let me put this light down. Brown tonal, metallic greens, metallic reds, gold rush on the
That's
side.
nice. That's nice.
Beautiful City Connect Philly script. My favorite City Connect that came out. The beautiful touch in this is that you can't really see it, but it has gold threading inside. Because the jerseys have like they mimic the Declaration of Independence and stuff like that, and it mimics the We the People paper and everything. And so yeah, man, I definitely believe this one to be it should end up in at the very least top 4 for hat of the year. And whoever disagree with me, argue with your mommy, not with me. Yeah, nice green. Shout out to Jordan, Pro Society pop up. Got that John, I had to get it stamped by the man. And yeah, But yeah, that's what I have on the mata today. What you got on the mata on today, brother?
Right, so this is from For You Caps in the Bronx. It's just
Oh,
a nice
wow.
Rangers, bit of copper, woodland camo. It's a nice little east patch, little copper. Little
Is this
olive.
undead stocked for the show or?
No. This was last year. I'm pretty sure this is in their sales section now, which is crazy. So
wow,
grab a bargain.
Absolutely,
I for sure. I mean, I'm not even gonna lie to you. Speaking on bargains and stuff. So as being I guess you could say part of the media of the fitted world, is my job to make sure I keep up with certain things, and I have been going into some of these companies' websites, and I'm looking on every page, and then I go over on the clearance section, and I'm like, this is in clearance? What? What is going on? Cap, my brother, fellow Keep It Being member.
Cabera was good. Was good.
But yeah, man, there's a lot. I love this new layout. Look at this.
Look at this.
Look at StreamYard doing nice things for us. Definitely some gems. So y'all definitely don't miss out if you a person that you like to collect hats but don't like paying that ridiculous price of $65, $70, $72 shipped. Hey, check out the sale section. You might be able to get 3 hats, 4 hats for $60.
Exactly.
I know there's I couldn't tell you exactly which store it is, but I know there's a store that has hats for $15. So you can get yourself four hats. Do your research. I can name a few, and you could go from there. You could go Hat Dreams. Hat Dreams got sales. You got Pro Society got sales. My Fitteds has sales.
Hat Club always has sales. All sorts.
Hat Club actually has a decent amount of sales too, and they have, if I'm not mistaken, they're one of the few guys that have like a buy 2 get 1. So fellas, if you're a hat collector, you a hat enthusiast, but you like to shop in a bargain, definitely go check those guys out.
Yeah. So Cap, we spoke on your first design, so let me just swap again. So
swapping again.
Hey, let's do it again.
We cannot. I want to make sure we emphasize the effort that this man has put into getting his designs out there. So we'll talk on that a little bit later. But so talk about your next 2 designs that you got. So the next,
that one is the Ice Cube Dodgers. That was basically hooked to the album cover from Laugh Now, Cry Later, and which I use that patch because it's perfect for the album cover because it is the Los Angeles skyline, and then it's got the red and the yellow, like it's on fire. The brown,
that
the black.
touch of red in the front logo is insane. Oh
it goes so. It's one of the hat. It's the hat that I chose in New Era Europe's Hat of the Year. So New Era Europe recently reached out to me and asked me what my hat of the year was, and naturally I had to represent my fellow UK designers. So I did put forward this hat as my hat of the year, and it has been probably my most worn hat since I got it. But yeah, the kind of you can't see it, but like kind of along here is like red metallic
details.
I see it. Yeah, and then on the side and stuff like that. So yeah.
And I was lucky because, as you're probably all aware, that there's a big thing with metallic black pearl. Depending on which factory it's made, it'll some. If it's, I think it's Bangladesh and that, it comes like pewter, metallic pewter. But I was
Yeah.
lucky. China must have had a new reel of thread because that is proper black pearl metallic. And a lot of people, when I sent it them, when they got it, they went, "Wow, it is actually the proper black metallic." So I think that helps that red pop on the outline.
Is it safe to say that you lean more towards like fall color? Because from your first one with the green and the yellows and the blues, and now looking at this one, I'm like, these are both very much so like fall like hats. I definitely rock it,
Yeah,
fall time boots, Uh,
yeah.
yeah, man, I like these. I like these a lot, bro. I like these a lot. I definitely need that beautiful if I'm not mistaken, before the show started, you showed a Rangers hat, right?
Oh yeah, I'll show this one
Yeah,
because
show
Rob
show
ain't
the
got this
people
one yet.
some of the stuff that you have created.
Yeah, I
So
did. I don't have this one yet. So
yeah, so this was the third one. This and the Ice Cube one I just released at the same time. FNF. So this was basically just, I called this the Green Goddess, just based off the Statue of Liberty, and basically that's metallic red, metallic blue, but the outline is metallic pewter, and then it's seashell and sea foam. So you get like the old looking color, and then which seems to be synonymous with my designs. The UV went to match the Statue of Liberty.
Yes.
So that was that one.
That's such a Rangers fan hat, and like I said, you said you have one left over there for me. You have
Yeah,
two.
yeah.
I need the one. I need the
And
one.
the good thing about that is I wanted to do it because it's still nearly team colours. So it appeals to, like you say, Rangers fans, but it's
Hmm.
got a little twist. And if any of you know, there's a guy on Instagram called Mr. Sweden, and basically he's got over 700 Rangers hats. That's all he's got, Rangers hats.
Oh
That
wow.
he was featured on MSG Network Rangers. They come and done an interview with him, and he
I
wrote
saw
a
that.
comment saying that hat out of the 700 was the one that stood out the most unique out of all his Rangers hats. So
That's beautiful.
that was an
That's
honour.
That's
making
a claim
statement
to
pieces out
fame.
here. Making some good statement pieces. Rob, if you don't mind, brother, shift over a little bit. You're out of frame. Yeah, there you go. You're out of frame. But
You nearly fell off the screen, Rob.
nah, all they saw was the headphone and the beard. No, but yeah, man. It's great to have you on the show, brother. I definitely want to pick at your brain. Um, I wanna get to know how you feel, how the hat community has been since you started collecting. So if you could start like what your journey has been like. Um, yeah, give us a little rundown. What was your first hat that you picked up, and when did you realize like, okay, this is really my avenue and I really enjoy this?
Right. So I'll give you a little journey, little history here. So until I was 8 years old, I lived in Germany, and basically I went to an all-American international school. So I was the only English person. Everyone else was American because it serviced all the families that were lived on the American air bases because they were there for the Cold War with Russia and all that. So that
Yeah.
was one of the bases. So basically, I was introduced to everything American, like you could possibly, like we had cable TV, so all I'd watch was NBA, ice hockey, NFL. That's all I'd see. School wise and people wise, it's just American. So I'd go to school, I'd do the Pledge of Allegiance. I'm not even American, but I learned all that. You know what I mean? So I think that was subconsciously ingrained in me. So when we moved to England, back to England, so I could start proper school, it's already in me. I've already got that American
That American
influence.
is inside him.
So I already knew about baseball. I knew about NBA. I'm all about that. I'm trying to watch that at home any way I can. So I knew that hats, my mum used to buy me Mitchell and Ness snapbacks, all wool and that. So they were cool. And then I think it was probably mid to late 90s. I remember, I think it was Eminem, to be honest. But the real Slim Shady, the Slim Shady LP. So that I remember seeing a music video. I can't remember which one it was, and he's got a hat on backwards, and I was like, "There's no hole. What's that? Why is there a badge?" Like, so he's like that. I was like, "What? Where's the cutout?" So that just intrigued me. So I was like, "Where do these hats exist? How do I get hold of these hats?" And then it was literally every year going to America, because we had friends that lived there that we knew from Germany. I'd go into the sports stores, Finish Line, Foot Locker, Lids, and I'd just see all these hats. I'd be like, wow. And I think the first one I ever bought was Purple Detroit D. That was the very first one.
Okay.
Wow.
And that sort of got me that. And I remember at the same time, it was that, a Dodgers, and a camo Lakers, if I remember. And then
Camo Lakers, and that and you got those from out here to get them shipped over to you.
I took them back with me. Like, I could only get them on holiday. So wherever our friends lived, so they lived in Reno in Nevada, then they lived in Tucson, Arizona, then they lived in Merritt Island, Florida. So all these areas, every time we'd go, I'd be like, hats. And that led to the red New York hat in 1999, 2000, went to Florida, and I was like, Limp Bizkit would come out. So you got Fred Durst with that red Yankees hat backwards. I just needed that. And at the time, they lived in Tucson, Arizona. I had my mum's friend ringing every sports store to try and find a red Yankees hat, and it took nearly the whole 2 weeks to find one. And then we eventually found a mall somewhere that had it. We drove there and we got it.
And now you've probably got about 50 red Yankees hats now in you.
Yeah, I've got a few, to be honest.
Humbly saying, I got a few. Yeah,
he's got a few in this.
Well, like even the Spike Lee one, it's still even got the Heritage Series tag on, but that's the
oh my! Hold on.
This is just scratching the surface. As well.
Hold on, because
dude, and the price on there is probably, is it on there? No, but that's the original. Well, not the original, but this was probably
hold on.
A re-release.
Can you show
15 years.
One more time what this sticker and everything? Just walk us through the hat really quick.
Walk us through history.
Wow.
Yeah. So that's the Heritage Spike Lee collection, 96 collection. So basically I think this was released about 2013 in commemoration of, and then it's got like a satin liner.
Wow.
Spike Lee joint. But they came in a proper
the show just started, y'all. Y'all, this is just the beginning.
It came in if you were lucky enough, you got like a red box and it says Heritage Series, and as you open it up, hang on, let me see if I can find it. I've got.
Y'all are about to see some.
He's lucky he's wearing trousers.
So
look at this.
And then when you open it up. Oh, look, how funny is this? I've just showed you one. There's one in the box as well.
Oh, he got one to wear, one to keep.
I've got about 5 of them. And it tells you the story, basically. That's how the red hat became with Spike Lee wearing the red Yankees jacket.
Wow. And you said this was 2013?
Yeah, if I do remember. Is there anything on it? Yeah, and look at the price. 2013, 35.
35 buckaroonies.
That, 35.
Wow, how time has changed.
35 won't even get you like anything anymore.
Maybe a snapback from a sale bag.
Yeah, so basically, so they did a red one, They did a red one, a standard like navy blue Yankees one, exactly the same, come in the box. Then they did a red leather version and a blue leather version. I got all 4.
Wow, bro, that's dope, bro. That's so far. Because I won't even lie to you. Like as a collector, I lie to you not. I never knew about that. I feel like I feel like not a true collector just by seeing just that first piece. And I'm like, dude, like what?
I mean,
Like I didn't even
there's a
know anything
reason
about
Cap
this.
is an OG collector for like a reason. Like this man was getting pieces from the States before like I was starting school.
I only started my Instagram account in 2023. I didn't use Instagram or anything. Like it was just
Content.
me. It was
How
just
did
me
you
on the
even
internet.
keep up with the
Just me
drops?
on the
How did you keep
internet.
up with the drops and stuff? Like, how did you even find out? Because like back in that time, there was no like Instagram and promos like that.
I used to use Facebook a lot, and
Mm,
then I used to just use the internet, just looking at things and looking on. Like, because to be honest, I was never like the drop thing. Never. I didn't have to. Oh shit! I need to get that drop or that's dropping. That was never it. I was just like, let me look at some hats. Oh, that's a nice hat. I'll have that. Oh, that's a nice hat. I'll have that sort of thing. And it was just it like through a few Facebook people I met and that. Then you get contacts, and then it's like, oh well, if you need anything, let me know. I can get you this.
So
And
would
that.
you say you were collecting before the hype? So obviously now, as we know, exclusive access is an important thing. Logging onto the website at the right time is an important thing. Knowing the right person is the important thing. Would you say that your early collection was more around how it to be honest it should be is you buy the things you like, not the things that are going to sell out quick for a reason. Like
yeah, it was just buy a hat. There was no when I was properly collecting, there was no drops. There was no scheduled. Oh, this is coming out. Then make sure you get ready for this. There was none of that. It was this is coming out or this or you look and there it is. Oh, there's that's a nice hat. There was never anything like that. So literally, I tell you how it used to be. We used to have a flagship shop in Birmingham. And I used to, on a Saturday morning, I used to drive into Birmingham. I'd walk in the shop and I'd just get to know the assistant manager and I'd just see what they had new in there. I'd be like, oh, right, cool, I'll have this. And then they had a whole back wall that was literally $10 fitteds, $12 fitteds, every size, all you think, or buy 3, get 2 free. Just crazy stuff like that. So I just constantly, I'll be leaving with 25 hats every time. And that's how I used to get that. And then overseas stuff, it was more just knowing a few people and they Facebook message me saying, oh, send me a picture. This is in my lids, or this is just dropped in my store. Is this something you want, or do you like this or that? And that's how it went.
So it's very similar to the sneaker scene back in the day. So we had large followings on forums for Air Max 95s. So obviously the UK had JD exclusive Air Max 95s, and the guys over in New York specifically, you know, they would hit up people from back in the day, and they would trade, you know, things from David Z, you know, and for things like our JD exclusive 95s. Would you say it's similar to that? You had people saying, what have you got on your UK lids and things like that?
100%. And that's one thing I miss from what used to be trades. Trades used to be a massive thing. Like you could be like, listen, if you can get me this hat, I'll get you this and we'll trade. And that I used to enjoy that more than just buying a hat, because then when you start trading and that, you get to know the people you're trading with, and then that's when you start expanding your area then, and then like, you're like, oh well, this guy, remember that guy that traded me this? Let me hit him up and see if he's got this or he wants this. And that's how it is. And it's like sort of networking. You're building your network just through. It's not for monetary gain. It was for passion. It was for passion of collecting and of the hat.
Yeah. Which I suppose it's still an important thing to this day, networking, but on a scale of more having someone who could give you exclusive access rather than trading, how times have changed.
Yeah. But it wasn't, like I say, it's only the last, I'd say, 6 years probably, where the whole exclusive drops, stuff like that, is become a thing. And I think a lot of that come from sneakers.
Yeah, I feel like it really started. It really started, like obviously when COVID hit, since everybody was like locked in and in the house most of the time. That's when like the exclusive stuff really started coming. Like the word exclusive really started popping up. Which in reality, back in the day, like being exclusive, it was they had the opportunity to create 36 hats and they sold out through those, in which in a way it was cool. It helped a lot of people get to the level that they're at right now and everything, but that was not really exclusive. It was just you created limited sizes because you didn't really have the following and the people to give you for you to order a 72 or 140 hats. So that's where the exclusivity really came from and stemmed from, and in which in a way it helped create a monster, the monster that there is today, with so many different creators, so many different shops opening up and having new era accounts and everything, right? Because that actually created the hype. I mean, back in that time, a lot of people didn't know, but once a few people got pissed off at other people that were, airing out like, they ain't nothing exclusive about this. It's just they just got a 36 hat. Da, 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 da. That's why it's selling out so quick, and they're buying their own hats and all this and that. But shout out to everybody that did that, because it definitely opened up the floodgates for a lot of different creators and a lot of different avenues to go about collecting, because like nowadays people do buy what they like, but you have specific collectors. There's collectors that like to collect hats that are specifically hooked to music or superheroes, movies and things like that. Like I'm sure you guys, both of you guys already know, like Halloween is probably like one of the biggest time of the year that the fitted community kind of looks forward to, because they know that they are about to get like hundreds of hats with some type of horror hook, and that is just like the thing. They're going for it and they're just looking for it. There's some people that don't buy hats until then. They just wait for that fall time to come around, Halloween, and they want to get the Chucky hat, they want to get that Jason hat, they want to get that Freddy and stuff like that. And shout out to Pierre over at Toppers with the Freddy hat that created that one of the crazy craze in Halloween. That was a crazy hook. Shout out to Mr. Postman as well, the undisputed Halloween king, to say the name.
So Cap, you spoke about your early collecting days. What a lot of the fans probably don't realize is that you've actually flown out to America to events like Topper store events and things like that, haven't you? So you have been to store openings, you have been to drops, and things like that. What was the community like back then? Obviously, it wasn't ages and ages and ages ago, but what was the community like then to some of the pop-ups you see now? So obviously, as you know, my co-host went over to New York for Frosty Brims and his Lids event and things like that. So what were the type of things that you saw when you went to those events, and what was it like meeting up with collectors of that dedication, to people that flown over?
It's nice to like put faces to people and actually physically talk to them. So like, for instance, New York, that when I went in May for the Toppers, so basically that wasn't the original plan. I hadn't originally planned to go to that. It was basically, I wanted to go to New York. I'd just split up with my girlfriend at the time, and I thought, you know what, I'm just going to go to New York. So obviously, me and King of Crowns, we've been friends like through Instagram for a couple of years. And I said, listen, I'm coming in the next couple of weeks. He was like, let me know when, we'll sort it out. So I'm in the middle of booking everything. And then all of a sudden, I'm talking to another Doug, a sneaker guy, and Tony, why not Kicks and Caps? And they're like, you do know it's Topper's thing. We're coming to New York as well. So I was like, well, if that's not divine intervention, to that there's going to be three people that I get like I consider close friends are all going to be in the same place. I need to book it around that. So I literally aimed it around that thing, and that's what it was. Booked it, and literally I got there. King of Crowns picked me up. He literally chauffeured me round for the whole week. He was like, "Well, we'll go here, we'll go there." I literally went from JFK to Brooklyn Cat. I didn't even go to my hotel. It was straight to Brooklyn Cat.
That man is he's living hats. He's all about hats. He has no time to sleep. He just wanted.
Shout out to King of Crowns, man. King of Crowns is definitely a character, man. I was fortunate enough to meet him at a Pins and Patches.
And you'll attest, right? A lot of people think that he puts an act on. His energy, he's like that is 100% how he is.
1,000% like
time.
that.
Like
he is like that 1,000% anywhere and everywhere he is at. And I can say when I got to meet him at Pins and Patches, I again like a lot of other people, because I didn't know him, I was like, oh, I like the little energy that he puts on for the video and everything. No, brother, this man has that energy all throughout. He was all throughout the show. Yo, what's up, everybody? And I was like, oh, this is not an act. This is really like this is really him.
Yeah. And honestly, he's the most authentic person you'll ever meet. He's superb. Like literally, like I stay in Queens, in Long Island City. I don't stay in Manhattan. That's too touristy. I've done all that. I like to see the real. I like to be with the real people.
Smart man.
So Long Island City, and then like you say, we can go. So we was going to the Bronx. We were going Jackson Heights. We were in Jamaica, Queens. We were everywhere. You know what I mean? And it was brilliant.
That man gave you a full tour through the hood. He was like, listen, man, you ain't about to do this Statue of Liberty stuff, 42nd Street. Nah, baby, you about to eat some real chopped cheese.
Listen, I've been New York loads. I've done all that. I cannot stand Times Square anywhere. Like I said to Rob when we go in April, I said I'll come for a couple of hours, but that's it. I can't do it. It's just.
I'm going to drag you along to all the tourist bits with me.
I lie to you not though. Like even though I lived in New York and a lot of people don't really like 42nd, I enjoy it. I enjoy the characters that you get to see. Like I don't go there for the touristy stuff. I really go there and like enjoy everything else, and like the little shops that are hidden between the big shops and everything. Like that's really why I like going over there. And you meet some real interesting people in that type of place. Now, if you go there, you're trying to do all the touristy stuff, like you trying to go to Eminem World, you trying to go to all of these other stuff. I lied you not. Your trip it might get ruined, because you're gonna walk in there and you're gonna see like thousands of people in there. You're like, bro, this is an Eminem store. Like, why are all here? Rob is excited. He's like, I'm going in. I'm going to take a picture with the blue M&M.
The best experience I had was, and Jay, you'll probably know about this, living in New York, was about 10 years ago, I think it was. I went to, it was called Uptown Jiggy Sports in Harlem, but it used to be called Pegasus. Did you ever go? Did you know about that?
Oh yeah.
Right, I walked in there, and the guy behind the counter went, "Man, you look like Sheamus from the WWE." and I was like, "Yeah, I think I do." And literally, he didn't think I'd know about wrestling. And before I even looked at that, I spent 2 hours sitting in there talking to him about wrestling before I'd even looked at that.
That's so hilarious. Funny. That's hilarious.
Like, that's so good.
Yeah, and I will say, even though like a lot of people don't show love to the store much, I still do enjoy going to the Lid store on 42nd Street, because
the big one.
They tend to get a lot of stuff that you wouldn't see in the regular Lids and stuff. So I do enjoy going over there, and anywhere I go, that's just a must. And for me, is If it's summertime, if say I go to a different city, I have to try to get to a baseball park, and other than that, is find a hat store. You know, I've been to
Well,
plenty of hat stores,
that's
plenty
the
of the
plan for
villages as
April.
well.
Yeah,
That's
that's
just
the
like a
plan for
must.
April. Cap has already said we're going to a baseball game, we're going to a hockey game, we're
Yeah,
going
yeah.
to
I've literally the dates. I've planned the dates. I worked the dates, especially Yankees play at Yankee Stadium, Mets play at City Field, Rangers play the last game at MSG, and the Knicks play at MSG. So we
and
can
we're
see
going
all
to all
four.
of them.
Yeah,
That's fire. I'm not even gonna lie. That's a crazy lineup. That's fire. I'm not gonna lie. Um, fuck Yankee Stadium. All right. I went.
listen, I'm a Yankees fan, right? I went to Yankee
Oh
Stadium.
no, no.
Yeah, I went to Yankee Stadium. Me and King of Crowns sat in the bleachers, right, with the bleacher creatures. It was good, but then we went to City Field, and as a Yankees fan, City Field is 100% one of the best stadiums I've ever been to. So it's like Yankee stadiums are dumb, and I'm a Yankees fan. It's a dumb.
Listen, man.
Wow. Look forward to
Listen,
seeing it.
man. Uh,
How I put it, Yankee Stadium is for if you want to be rowdy and not take your kids, you go to Yankee Stadium. City Field is more family environment, family orientated. Food's better. You can just chill, relax, enjoy it. That's basically how I put it.
y'all hear that, Yankees fans, right? This is from a Yankee fan that's coming from the UK, right? Y'all hear that, right? This ain't from coming from like the basic Yankee fans. Y'all hear that, right? City Field, the stadium to be at, not Yankee Stadium. Even though we don't got the greatest to look forward to this coming year until Uncle goes and spends some money, and go get us Cody Bellinger and Kyle Tucker, you know. But you heard it, right? This is an overseas fan letting y'all know Yankee Stadium sucks. The Yankees lose, just for
Yeah.
that, I need to put a Blue Jays hat on. Let me get a Blue
Ju-
Jays hat,
Just, just to go back to when we was on about the lids on 42nd in Street. I'll show you when you said like they usually have things that other lids don't usually have. I'll show you a hat I got from there 12 years ago, and you'll be like, no way. You ready?
Shout out to the ABE, baby.
I got
Oh,
that from Lids in
that's
Times
Rob's
Square.
guy. That's Rob's people right there.
That's my shit.
And that's from a Lids in Times Square 10 years ago.
Yes,
You
sir.
never see that now, though.
No, Wu Tang.
Look, the people getting mad at me because I say Yankees suck.
The stadium does.
The stadium does for sure. Like I like. Look, I've been to a decent amount of baseball stadiums, um, and I could tell you like City Field is not even in my top five. I love City Field. Love City Field. Like between the Yankees and the Mets, I'm going. I'm not being biased by it because again, I've been to a decent amount of stadiums, but City Field's not even in my top five. I'll give you Camden Yards. I will give you Marlins, even though it's better when it's packed.
Mm,
Um, it's kind of weird to say that because usually when you go to a packed stadium you don't really get to enjoy anything, but definitely Marlins, um Camden Yards for the Orioles. um I'll give you the old Tropicana from Tampa,
mm,
even though it was
Tampa, yeah.
such a weird place. It was a huge maze in there. Like it was all in the dome. Like I remember I came out, I went to go get some food, try to go back to my section, and I was like, this ain't my section. Where the heck I was sitting at? 'Cause I got lost in it. I was so confused. I was lost. I would say because of the history in it, that there you go. Look, Cap said it. Fenway Park, and last but not least, Wrigley. Like I like those historic
Mm,
parks. Um, I wish I was able to get to the Coliseum. Unfortunately, that's one on my
yeah.
bucket
Great
list that I
thing.
won't be able
Mm.
to knock off. But yeah, bro. Like honestly, City Field is maybe number six. Maybe number six.
You know the crazy thing, it's they were both built at the same time, and the difference is it's like Yankee Stadium looks 20 years older than City Field, yet they were built at the same time. It's
Yeah,
crazy.
the Yankees they
What was
got
it?
Yaha got
That's
the
more of the
mentality.
thing. It's not that that one's a crap stadium and that. It's the fact that they've both been built at the same time, so you'd expect them to mirror each other. But it's like it's so far more advanced City Field than Yankee Stadium. It's
Yeah.
crazy.
Yeah, and I mean, and again, not being biased because I'm a Mets fan and stuff. I've been to my entire family; they're all Yankee fans. So I've been to way
Mm.
more Yankee games than I've been to City Field, and I could tell you, like, I really and truly enjoy my time way more at City Field than I do at Yankee Stadium.
Yeah,
From the food to the people to the vibes, the game itself, even the announcers, like the music that they play that you don't get to hear between commercials throughout TV, like
yeah, yeah.
City Field definitely has it.
Eight,
Shout out to
eight been in karaoke. You know what I mean?
yeah, man. Like it's
I'm looking
definitely
forward to
you're gonna
this.
have a time, brother. You're gonna have a time. And if you guys can, please let me know those dates because
Mm.
my daughter's
Yeah.
birthday is in April as well. And I mean you guys should probably leave by then, but I have this
Yeah.
thing that
Eighth to the
she was
14th.
born. Say it again.
8th to the 14th.
Yeah, yeah, yeah. Yeah, nah. You guys will be gone by the time I try to go. I try to go there. So like my fun fact. So as the Mets were throwing their second no hitter in history, right? My second child was being born at the same time, and so I have tried to make it a thing to like. Whether it's on her birthday on the 29th, April 29th, or the day after, I try to get my daughter there because to me, I was like, you were born to be a Mets fan.
Mm.
You
Yeah.
gave the Mets some luck that day. It was a combined no hitter, and yeah, that was just a dope moment. Watching the game while watching my lady give birth. It was really dope. So, but yeah, whichever day you guys have for April, please let me know so I can try to put that in there, so I can go out there because I definitely enjoy going to a baseball game. And I feel like you guys need a guy that likes to be loud at the baseball stadium. I am sure I am not. I am a heckler. I will go out there and I will make a funnel out of something, and I am screaming at the pitcher. I'm doing it all, baby. But
It
yeah,
was
I
man.
love it.
when I was there at Yankee Stadium. It was at the exact same time that the Knicks were playing the Celtics in the playoffs, and it was like game 3. And there was a guy sitting 4 rows in front in a Boston Celtics Tatum jersey, and the security were coming, telling everyone to calm down because they were just giving him so much shit. And then you've got the bar there. Everyone's cheering because the Knicks are coming from 20 behind and they end up winning. And then they're telling this kid, fuck Boston, get the fuck. And the security's got to walk him out of there. And everyone's going, Boston sucks, going crazy. I was just like, he's either wore that
Man,
as a
the
bet
fandom
or
in
he's
New
got a
York
death
is,
wish.
is beautiful. I can say that the fandom in New York is beautiful in every sport. Even though sometimes our teams may not do the greatest, but I will even dare to include Buffalo into the New York craze
Mm.
because it's definitely like the fandom there is really fun. It's dope to go to sporting events in New York, and yeah, man. So again, when you guys have the solidified date on the game, let me know and I'll try to make it
Yeah.
out there with you guys and everything. But
Please
I'll take
do.
a quick moment to give a special thank you and a huge shout out to our sponsors, our people over at Crown Clean.
Hang
Crown
on. I'll
Clean.
join in, boys. I'll join in.
Oh yeah,
There
there
you
you
go.
go. There you go. Shout out
Woo.
to Crown Clean, the first sponsor that we got over on our show. Great great product, easy to maintain your hats. Oh, and you got the
Very.
right. Look at you. Great
Yeah.
product, great way
I've
to
actually
maintain
almost
your
run
hats, keep
out
your
of the
hats up to
solution.
date. Um, yeah, man. Crown Clean, and shout out to you. Shout out Cabrera. For being that guy that gave us that nudge towards that.
Yeah.
Helped us get that sponsor. And yeah, Crown Clean, you know, you could use promo code Bean15, get you 15% off. It save you some money. You know, you got a cousin, auntie, brother, dad that likes to collect hats, and you know they like to wear all their hats, and you want them to maintain the hats, get them some Crown Clean, whether it's some wipes or some foam cleaner. You know, it works really well. It does not mess up your hats, distress your hats, discolor your hats. It does wonders, man. And I
Yeah,
can tell you, I wear every single one of my hats, and I even though I'm bald, I like to have white guts, and it's you know as having a bald head is you know that could be detrimental. So you know, shout out Crown
exactly.
Clean. You know, definitely check them out. CrownClean.com. Use promo code Bean15, and it'll save you some money, man. But
Yeah,
yeah,
yeah. So
um,
going
go
back
ahead, brother.
to, sorry, I didn't want to interrupt, but going back to Cap,
Mhm.
because such an interesting character from collection days to designing to you've seen kind of the scene evolve. Can
Mm.
you speak on, and obviously you don't have to say names, you don't have to do anything like that, but can you talk about your struggles as someone who has three designs, who, for people that don't know, he did bankroll these himself.
Mhm.
So these were self-funded designs with, you know, himself. Can you talk about the plans you have for this year, what you've got in the pipeline? You can give a teaser if you can't say too much, and what are the type of things that you're looking forward to coming up?
Right. So it was an absolute struggle to even get one design done because, like, what you have to realise is, being in the UK, we have no hat stores. We have no independent hat stores. There's no lids anymore. There's nothing. You've got two New Era shops, so you can't go and strike up relationships with store owners or anything like that. So for literally a year and a half, nearly 2 years, every 2 weeks, I'd literally DM and email every single hat store. I mean, like every one that you can think of, we all know. I've DM'd for 2 weeks, every week, for over a year. And 99% of the time, you hear nothing back, basically. So disheartening, but you just got to keep plugging away, keep plugging away. And then I was lucky enough to find a store that's in Germany, like this
Mm,
little independent thing, and they were like, "Listen, send me. We can do like things. Just send the design." So basically, that's how it all started. Send the designs, obviously, and this might be like, I don't do this for money. This is not for me to make any money, and this is the single way I can prove it's not to do with money. I literally don't even show the pre-order. I don't show the mock-up on general. I've got a little group that I showed it in there if people were interested, and I'd get the size. Once I had all the sizes for the 24, I'd order it and I pay for it myself. I didn't ask anyone for any money, anything up front until the hats came, because, as you well know, from a mock-up picture to the actual hat, it can look two different ways. It might not. So people are hesitant for the money. Plus, I can't be doing with chasing people for money and stuff like that. It was just order it, wait till they come. When it comes, post a picture. Here it is, and then there's a few. I just looked at the popular sizes, just ordered a few of them, and then if someone wants it, I've got your size. I can sort you out. And I did
Mm,
that on basically them first three, and that's how it was. So it's basically betting on yourself. Like,
yeah,
it's a big risk. 24 hours paying for it yourself, and you might not sell them all. But fortunately, the Oakland, they all went. I've got three Dodgers left and about three Rangers left. So all in all, they did they did good, considering
yeah,
it was
no,
just me
that's really
promoting it
damn
and
good,
selling it.
especially being that you're overseas. That's tough. I mean, it's funny because you get like you're overseas, and a lot of your hats are actually over here.
Yeah, there's only out of the 24, there's only, so me, Rob. There's probably five in the UK, and
Wow,
then there's two of the designs Japan. There's one in Sweden, and then the rest are the US.
that's
And
dope.
bearing in mind, you've got to think about it as well. So I charge $75 shipped worldwide, right? The shipping to the US for one hat is over $30. So I lose out on every hat. But I'm not comfortable. I can't charge. I don't like charging 75 because it's too expensive. The hat's 50 or 55, and then it's $20 shipping. That's how I do it. I lose out on the shipping, so be it. But it's more to have the hat out there and to say my design's out there among the community. And that's why it's not about money. I've got a decent job. I'm not doing it to make any money.
For the people, man. For the people. That's what exactly. Community is supposed to be about. Helping each other.
Yeah.
I will say, brother. I am for the people and everything, but at least even yourself out. For future drops. Even yourself out. Let the people know where the hats are coming from. And even yourself out, because again, you're talking about majority of your hats are over here, so it's easy to say that. I would just throw a number out there. You probably lost a good $300-400 just on shipping.
Yeah, probably on the first one, but then the second two, I tried a different way, and I sent majority of the hats to one person, and then they distributed individually throughout the US, which that helped a bit, to be fair.
Yeah.
So
I love the game, but man,
yeah. When you put in for what it costs, and then what you sell it for, and then what you lose on shipping, I'm probably not far off even from what you've lost in that over the three in general.
Yeah, we get the reasoning why you did it, and it's one of those things where it's like, I think it's not trying to harp on too much about the whole UK element, but it is near impossible to get a store to bankroll a design. So in order to pay for it out of your own pocket is fine, but you want to kind of get sometimes you have to sacrifice a little bit to get yourself noticed, because then once you get noticed, people start going, I'll do it for you next time, and things like that. And I get why you've done it, because obviously sometimes you have to take a little sacrifice before you get the payout.
Yes, sir.
And that's exactly what it was. It was literally like you can look good on a mock-up, but you need to get that physical hat out there. So if I have to, like you say, sacrifice the first three or what have you to get it out there, so you've got something then. So then it gives you a bit of substance for when you're emailing stores. You can say, listen, here's the 3 designs I did myself that done very well within the community. So then they've got some sort of reference and portfolio to look at in a way, instead of just a picture on a piece of paper.
Yeah,
you know what I mean.
So another thing I wanted to kind of touch on quickly, unless you had something else you wanted to ask, Jay.
I actually wanted to make a quick announcement, but I guess I can leave it for a little bit later on. It's actually pretty dope announcement, but go ahead, ask your question.
Yeah, I was going to ask, so something that because you've been collecting for such a long time, there's something I wanted to ask you was it a thing back in the day, and that's pins? So you have obviously seen the scene evolve into what it is. When was it when you saw pins become just as important for a fitted than the fitted? Like, when did that happen, and is it something that you partake in?
I'll be honest, I'm not really, like, I've got pins now and that, but I was never really into the pin thing I didn't even know it was a thing, to be honest. And my first knowledge, I would say, only a couple of years ago that I knew that pins, obviously back in the day, like 5-6 years ago, you used to get hat club pins with most hat club hats or little things like that. But the whole pin community, that's another community within a community.
Yeah, that's a subculture within the culture, isn't it?
Yeah, and it's like, it's cool, you know what I mean? But it's not, I'm not like you say, I've got a lot, but it's more, I'll forget. I'll get a hat, I'll curve it and that, I'll put it on my head, I'll walk out the house, and I'm like, shit, I've got all them pins. And because I've not got a board or anything, so they're just in a box, in a tub, in my drawer. If I had like a board that they're on the wall, that you're walking past it then as you're going out, you can be like, shit, I've put that one on that or that one on that,
Yeah.
but because they're not
Yeah.
exactly like that. If
See,
I had that next to like up there, I'd be like, cool, right? I'll put my hat on. Right, what goes with that? And I think
maybe that could be next for your display.
yeah, but like you say, we go on about pins. Let's have a look at that. Oh,
This
yeah.
is an absolute
Wear your
banger.
caps. Wear your caps.
Yeah, shout out Sneakerhead, you know. Sneakerhead, I did not forget about you, brother. It is going to you, brother. I have not forgotten about you. Shout out to Sneakerhead, you know. He sent me something very, very nice, you know. Shout out to the community battles as well. You know. Nice
Yeah.
little
Like we said, pins are a world within the world, and it's one
Yeah.
of those things where it's like that's a whole other type of designer because the hooks on a pin,
Yeah,
they're
yeah.
not subtle. That's the pin is the picture. Like the
Yeah.
pin is the pin. So you don't have to. There is no kind of subtle. It's whatever design you want to do. That's the color you want to do and things like that. So.
Yeah, and it's like obviously my Oakland hat, the first hat, that came with a Capmasterflash pin. I made a pin specifically for that hat, camo to match the undervisor, and you can only get that pin.
in which I think you should make a few more.
Yeah,
Absolutely.
yeah. I think like literally, I've designed. I've got some blips, some flash blips, and some other stuff. It's just getting round to getting them done. To be honest, because I've been focused more on because obviously I've got that Thundercat Predators that should be here anytime soon.
I can't wait for that one.
That won that contest. You've got that, and then I've got. I won't say what store or anything, but I've got some hats coming out at some point this year. That the one pack, it's a pack of 4. No one's done this. Like Rob knows what they are. No, like they're very different to what anyone's done before. And the people I've showed it to, they've all been like, "Yeah, that's cool." It's to do with rap. If you're a late 90s, early 2000s rap fan, hip hop fan, this is for you.
Yeah,
basically.
they are. Can confirm they're great. Can confirm.
Yes, sir.
So at some point in the year, they will be making an appearance.
Look forward to it. So what was your announcement?
I wanna ask you guys about 2025, right? What was like a highlight moment for 2025 that you would like it to transition over to 2026? And the Bills are losing. Wow.
Sorry, is this in personal or is this in within within the community?
You're for yourself. Well, both actually. Like, you know, something that was like, wow, man, I want to see more of this in the coming years, and for yourself and for the community.
Yeah, but obviously I'll say me being able to get my hats out there, that was a massive thing that I want to progress bigger in this year. Like that initial first feeling when you open a box and see your design that was thought of in your head, sitting it on your sofa, on your laptop, and then having it in your hand, is one of the best. It's the best feeling like you can have. It's amazing. So obviously
working on that one.
Yeah, but getting in the store, getting some store stuff done, and pushing the UK. That's mine and Rob's aim for this year is to push the UK scene because, like I say this to Rob, even though you've got New Era Cat and New Era Europe, even though they're the same company, they're 2 separate companies. If you know what I mean, is in New Era Europe, their focus is very much fashion orientated, snapbacky, dad hats, like that kind of thing. They're not very focused on fitted hats, even though on their end of year wrap up, the 5950 was their most sold and popular silhouette, yet they hardly do any coverage of it.
And
New Era Europe. If
Yeah.
you are watching, because y'all be watching Rob's, do better.
This the
Let's
prime
do
example
better.
is I come from the sneaker world, right? And so when Nigel Sylvester released the Brick by Bricks, huge moment, every sneakerhead wanted them. And then when Nigel Sylvester and Rushmore released a fitted hat, everyone in the fitted scene and in the US based sneaker scene wanted it. However, everyone in the UK based sneaker scene wanted it as well. I know for a fact at least 30 people DM'd me when I posted it on my story, all sneakerheads going, how did you get this? Where did you get this? Where did you get this? How did you get this? At that point, it was only at ComplexCon. And then, but it released on the New Era website, but it never released on the New Era Europe website, which they missed the trick because if it would have released on the New Era Europe website, they would have sold hundreds of units of that. Easily.
Yeah.
Absolutely
Yeah.
easily. Like,
So
things like that.
So we just want to basically just
you have saws in your
pressure them. Just
you
gonna
have
pressure 'em.
saws, and y'all letting it just not come through. Y'all not letting the sauce seep into the chicken, man. You got the flavors right here, man. You got two guys that have been in the fitted community and can help your store. What are y'all doing? Do better.
They don't know about seasoning, do they? They don't know.
They don't know about seasoning. Hey, listen, man. Hey, no shot at my two guys right here, but listen, man. Y'all need more than beans and bread, brother. You need more than beans and bread, brother. Listen, you need to put some flour, some black pepper in that joint. Throw that joint in the fryer, you know?
Lemon pepper, baby. Lemon pepper.
Yeah, it's an interesting one. It's an interesting one. But yeah, so what's your go on then, G? What's your one for 2025? What's the moment for you last year that was something that you want to bring over to this year? So obviously we heard Cap, which was his designs. What's your one?
For me, honestly, the events, brother. The events.
Yeah.
I definitely want to see more events happen. I feel like it's such a refreshing thing to have, right? So, starting over with like my favorite out of 2025, the Pro Society pop up, right? It was such an energetic and refreshing moment, like Cap stated earlier. Getting to meet the people that you talk to on the regular on Instagram and everything and actually getting to see them and feeling that energy and just vibing out and having conversations other than hats in person, it is really dope, man. And that is definitely like the biggest thing that I would like for it to go to transition over onto 2026 in a bigger scale. Like I want to see more events. Like, you know, you like for the people who are the creators, for the bigger creators, give us more pop-ups, you know, give us more events, give us more reason to go out there and show love. And another event that was really dope, it was the one on Times Squares with Frosty Preem. You know, that one was dude, like there's nothing like that, you know.
Yeah.
And when I say an event, I don't mean like and no shots at all the right, you know, all the rights when they do specific drops, certain drops, you know, they like to do like, you know, bring everybody out, you know, on guests on the grill and stuff like that, and that's cool and everything, but it's not really like an event. It's not catered to the event. It's just basically just come in here, buy the hat, you know. Like I want to see more events. I want to see more of the community, you know, like and when I say community, I mean like community, not just do it for the transactional things, you know.
Yeah.
Community is about being there for each other, with each other, sharing, right? It's not necessarily a monetary thing, you know. It doesn't have to be, everything has to be money exchange. I just want to be able to say like, oh, today is Friday. Oh, I know Hat Club NoHo is having a nice little event over there. Oh, do they got a high drop? Nah, they just doing a nice event for the community. You know, they bringing out the people. They're having good DJ out there, things like that. Like, you know, I want to see things like that, and that was the
Yeah.
type of vibe that was at the Society pop up shop. It was just like that. Like DJ was out there. It didn't even feel like a hat drop. It genuinely felt like just an event. You know,
Yeah, you didn't feel like
it
you
was
had to
there.
spend money.
Everybody was vibing. Drinks were there. You know, it was a cool moment. That's definitely what I want to see more of in 2026 for sure.
Yeah, yeah.
What about
Now
you,
for
Rob?
Rob, what is something for 2026 that you would want to see more of?
I think for me, my corny answer that I'm going to give for me is this podcast from last year has been something which has been especially special to me, purely based on it's allowed me to connect to so many people within the scene that I have lost a lot of time in the past, not because I wasn't taking it that seriously. I wasn't, posting too much about it or anything like that, and being able to kind of connect with people, which has then led me to meet the likes of Eugene, and then you've got Cap, and then you've got our other UK people, and then other people over in the States, and making these connections, like we said before. And I think the thing I'm looking forward to the most, again, another corny answer, is the fact that I'm going over to New York in April, and with Cap and hopefully a couple of other UK collectors, and I'm meeting my co-host that I've been on a podcast with for almost a year, and meeting that and chopping it up and spending the day and vlogging and things like that. And it's going to be a situation where it's kind of, if an event doesn't happen, we create our own event, in the sense of we all meet up and we do our thing, and it's something that we stick on the gram, and and we what we've done is met up and actually kind of, we don't have to talk hats when we meet up. You're a local New York resident, you could take me around where you were, you could take me around where you grew up, you could take me around the places you went to. We don't have to talk about hats. That's what I'm looking forward to.
Nah, I'm gonna let the people know right now. Listen, man, I'm a competitive person, right? And apparently Rob is not really competitive, but one thing he said, one thing I will compete about is how much I lift. And I said, oh brother, you don't want to do that. I may have to, get ready for April, but we gonna have to hit a gym, and we gonna have to see, because listen, man, bro. And he said, man, I will outlift anybody, and I was like, what? All right.
The muscle works, you know what it is. Yeah, I've already got my gym hoodie on. Like, I'm ready for April. This ain't coming
these
off.
legs do the work though. Like I could still squat pretty decent weight, but as far as pushing, I definitely will have to do some work to make sure my shoulder don't pop or nothing like that.
Yeah, but it's also just like and learning a lot from Cap as someone who, it's a weird one, isn't it? Because Cap is a UK collector who has been collecting for so long and knows so much about the scene and has these things, that it's interesting to talk to people that have been in the scene for as longer than I've been around, in a way, sort of, and and being able to kind of learn from them. And that's the thing I'm looking forward to the most in 2026, is that, and also learning how to mock up. That's going to be my goal for this year, is learning how to do mock-ups.
I tried to show you, brother. I tried to show you.
No, you did. You absolutely did. But now I need to put the effort in myself. Like, there's only so much you can do. Now it's me that I have to learn how to mock up.
Yeah, I showed him as well. We went on a video call, and I tried to show him as well.
So,
ladies, hold on, fellas. We have a special person coming onto the show. Hold on, let me make this we have a first appearance on a Sunday show. A fellow member from the Keep It a Bean family. We call him Theo Cap, because he's the OG. He's the one who gives us the knowledge. He gives us all of the advices, and he helps us when we're being hard headed and we sitting there arguing.
He's from Boston. Is he a Boston fan by any chance?
Yeah, he sure is.
Does he live in Florida? Does he live in Florida?
Sir.
I know exactly who this is.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Let's bring off Mr. Cat. Episode, man. What's going on, brother? How you doing?
What's up, fellas? God
What's
bless, man.
what's good? What's
God
good?
bless, brother. How you doing, man?
Man,
Oh, I'm
I'm
so
doing.
happy to see you on a Sunday episode, man. I thought you
Hey,
never make a Sunday episode, bro.
I had to only because this guest that we have right now, Cat Master Flash. Shout out to you, man. One of the true collectors in the community. I had to get on here and say thank you because I don't know if you've been thanked enough, but thank you for doing what you're doing because this is a thankless, I guess, hobby. You know what I mean?
Mm,
I
yeah.
mean, you're literally like the I don't know if anybody's old enough that's watching that they can recall what the Encyclopedia Britannica was or is. But Catmaster Flash is the Encyclopedia
Brother, you showing
Britannica
your age a little bit there.
of hats.
I appreciate that. I don't know
Nah,
if I
man.
feel old now.
Well, listen, I get it all the time, Cap. So trust me, being old in this community is actually a good thing. You
Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah, for sure.
so we're trying to keep these younger generations into this community and teach them a little bit about it, and it's pretty cool. It's pretty cool.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Before
Yeah, man.
before we continue with the show, brother, may you share what you have on the mata on today?
Oh, who, me?
Yes, sir.
Yeah.
Oh man, my bad. My apologies. This right here
Oh,
is
no,
Oh,
no,
one of my
he
own
ain't
no.
shaved the hair today.
creations. This is actually a Golden Dome 2.0. It's
Mm.
kind of like a Notre Dame hook to it. So it's got the metallic gold visor, the Kelly green. It's got the clover. It's got the socks, the hanging socks in the back, which is pretty cool.
Oh, that's cool.
So,
Nice.
but
Nice. Beautiful
yeah,
work. Beautiful
kind of
work.
like a good Celtics hook. So,
Beautiful work. Beautiful work. Shout
but
out to Cap, bro. Theo. Cap. Theo. Can I get some
I
Theos on
knew
the
it.
chat, please? Can I get some Theos on the chat, please?
no,
Nah,
but
man. But yeah, brother.
listen, I've been
Cap,
tuning in, man.
I guess we'll ask you the question as well. Something that was like very I guess you can say monumental or moving in 2025 that you would like to see transition over to 2026.
Um, I think I think the transition that Lids is trying to make to get more in touch with the community is something that I'm looking forward to in 2026. I'm looking forward to um, having more creators, right, from the community that are known and some that aren't known to be able to create with Lids, which obviously is a global brand. That's what I'm looking forward to.
Nice, nice. Shout out to
Now,
Pierre for that.
absolutely.
I stated to him when we got to interview him. He's single handedly bringing Lids back to its glory. He was
Absolutely.
very humble about it, but he definitely is. I'm one to give flowers where it's due, and he deserves that because definitely Lids is bringing a lot of heat, a lot of good vibes, and they are doing one of the things that I've requested, which is we want to see more events.
Mhm.
I'll give y'all. Hopefully I don't get in trouble for this, but January 24th. I would like to see the people from the community show up to the Times Square's at Lids. There will be an event in there.
Oh wow.
I'm sure posters will be getting posted pretty soon, so people will be informed. I can tell you, January 24th from noon till 3 o'clock. Keep it a being family. I will be there representing the Keep it a being family. We'll be there. And if y'all want to be on camera, y'all want to get a quick little interview and stuff. I will be there, and I'll let you guys get on the camera. The Keep it a being show. I might do a live right then and there. I won't state who's the event or anything because again, I don't want to get in too much trouble. But yeah, I do expect you guys to be um in uh in Times Square January 24th. But yeah,
Keep an eye
um
out on more interviews by our Keep It a Bean media team will be more on the street. There'll be more interviews. There's going to be more, hearing from the actual designers, hearing from the actual creators. And trust me, Keep It a Bean to the moon in 2026. Just keep an eye out.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Listen, we are going to be consistent. As y'all see, we've been posting more content for y'all. We've been grinding. And listen, man, like I stated early in the show, it's a responsibility and a duty now, because you guys show us support. You guys stamp us as a voice for the community, and so it's our duty and our responsibility to make sure that we give y'all the content, that we keep y'all up to date, and yeah, in every which way possible that we can add value to you guys' days and on Instagram, scrolling, trying to find a new hat.
One more thing to say is keep an eye on Flash's new show. I know we mentioned it right at the beginning of the show, but I just want to say Flash has a new show. It is a new spin on it. Instead of talking about upcoming releases, there will be some of the most beautiful pieces from history, and there'll be the guests will be explaining some pieces. So keep an eye on that. That's coming up as well.
Yeah.
Did we mention what the show is called and where you could tune into it?
It's here we go. I'm getting used to the shameless plugs. So it's Flashback to the Fitteds every Tuesday at, now let me get this right because I've got to do it US time, 5 p.m. Eastern, 2 p.m. Pacific every Tuesday. It's not live, it's pre-recorded, so you can catch it whenever you need to. But go over to the YouTube, subscribe, like, notifications, get ready. Every Tuesday, and episode 2 will be airing this Tuesday with none other than the man above me, Robster.
Hey, all right.
There you go. There we go. Y'all go ahead. Make sure y'all give the brother a follow.
Because basically, what I'm going to try and do is we're going to try and do US, then English, US, English, US, English, until I run out of UK, which will probably be by episode 10. Will just be all US then.
Well, so, is DJ Too Dark going to be on your?
Yeah, Too Dark will be either episode 4 or 6.
We have got Too Dark, Sneaker Fiend, Matis, if he wants to. Who else in the UK have we got? I think that's about it, really, for the people that want to be on it.
Already, this is the reason why I wanted to do it. One of the reasons was after that episode aired, I got a message from just a random guy. He lives in the UK. He's in his mid-30s, and he's been collecting fitteds for 15 years.
Wow!
Doesn't really have any part of the community. Isn't on Instagram and that, but he's joining Instagram, and he sent me like a 20-minute voice note on about old hats and stuff like that. So like he'll be part. He'll get added into our group soon, and that's someone we've unearthed.
20 minutes is 20 minutes is a little OD, but.
Hey, listen, man. I was just about to say, listen, I am notorious for sending
voice notes,
even for those that aren't that don't really like listening to voice notes. I am notorious for that, but 20 minutes is kind of crazy.
Yeah, well, it was like 2 minutes. It was 4 or 5 minute ones, but yeah, but it was good because that's the whole point, to try and just bring. Not like it's half nostalgia and half sort of information, if you want, because like I said, I might show something and you might go, wow, I haven't seen that for 15 years, or I remember that, or you might go, shit, I've never seen that before. When did that come out? And it's that kind of thing, and that's the whole point.
I'm glad that you mentioned that. I will use this as a perfect segue to ask you, like, what are your I won't make you get too many. I say your favorite 5 rarest hats that you own right now, being that
that's a lot. That's a lot.
You've mentioned some crowns that I'm like, I need to see this. So out of your exotic collection, what are your top 5? Say there's a fire in your house, you need to grab 5 hats, and these are the only 5 that you're getting. What are you grabbing?
Obviously, God bless you, man. Hope you don't have a fire.
So this is in no particular order. This is just so this one is it's rare because you could only get these in store at the flagships. So, and this was in 2013 or 12. Whenever when was it? 2000. When was the 59th anniversary? 2004 was 50. So you got 6. Yeah, 2013. So basically, in all the flagship stores, so Atlanta, LA, New Orleans, all the stores that had the flagships, basically, whatever team it was, instead of having the sticker on the visor, they stitched in the 5950s sticker into the visor. So if it was in the New York flagship, it was a Yankees hat. If it was in the Atlanta flagship, it was a Braves hat. So basically, you have the Yankees hat with the 59th anniversary patch, but then the visor is stitched and it says fitted.
I love it.
Interesting.
I love that.
You can see it's raised.
Hold on. Let me put you to the front really quick.
This man has wares that no one has ever seen.
And then you said this is stitched on. Wow.
Yeah, that's all stitched, and I'll try and you can sort of see.
I'm not gonna lie, that's different, bro.
So whatever flagship store it was in whatever city. So if it was in Los Angeles, it'd be a Dodgers hat. If it was New Orleans, I don't even know what New Orleans did.
Louisiana, the South.
Yeah, so that one, and then but you could only get it in the store. So the online version was just the same hat, but with the sticker.
With the sticker.
Yeah. So you had stitched and sticker in store, online.
Again, so New Era, Europe. Pay attention. You see the extent that this man is going to. Pay attention.
So that was that one, and then
that's one. Is that kind of as 1 or 2?
We'll say 1, and then another one is, so when we were on about, like when you trying to get things from other players. So before all the exclusive drop stuff, it was always if you can get something from New Era Japan or New Era Korea. If you could get anything from there, that was the exclusive stuff, because it was hard to get stuff shipped from there.
Yeah.
But Japan probably have the better Yankees hats than in New York, because Japan are crazy for the Yankees and stuff like that. So you can get so much good stuff. So there used to be a guy that was in the military, and he was stationed in Korea, and he used to literally take day trips to the Seoul New Era flagship, get a video going, and show everyone what was there. If you want it, you could put your order in.
Wow!
And basically, he got me this
cream.
Everything around me, cream.
Yeah,
money.
But it is a proper Wu-Tang.
Wow!
But then on the undervisor, it says cash rules everything around me.
That's crazy.
Nah, that's tough. That's tough.
I'm gonna have to take a few of these off you.
Wait. Hold on. I asked a question earlier on the chat, on the comments.
Yeah.
That's a 3/8, right?
No, that's a half.
Oh.
Do you know what it was? When I first started collecting, I was a 3/8, and then over time I've gone to a half and a 5/8. So
it's all right. That I could get away with that one being a half.
Yeah, we'll get a bit of stanky in it.
Yeah, put some stanky in there.
I'll wear it as a straight brim. It's okay. It's not.
Yeah, you'll show your Puerto Rican roots like that. You're going there with the straight high.
Hey, you're on hat number 3.
Yeah. So this one again, this was only available from New Era in London, the actual store. But it was the old store that used to be on Brewer Street, not the new store that Rob goes to. And basically, there was only 144 made. And basically, it was, I've got 99 problems, but my cap ain't one.
No.
Is it an official Jay-Z collab, or is it just taking the quote?
I don't know. I can't say on that, but New Era.
No, I think they just use the words because I feel like it would have like the paper plane logo.
Yeah.
Jay-Z collab, but I think it's tough though.
I feel like that should be. I feel like that should be like his upgraded like handle on IG.
And so bearing in mind they only made 144 of them. I've got
Ooh, okay.
3 of them. I've got a 5/8 Cabrera like this. I've got a 3/8.
Done. Right, there you go. Done.
And I've got a 3/4.
Come to New York in April and you can have it.
Don't play with me, Rob. Don't play. I'll be quick to get on the plane.
Hey, listen, he's not lying. You should come over here in April, though.
Yeah, get everyone together.
The team is gonna be meeting up with the guys.
We're on cap number 4 from
Yeah.
Capmasterflash top 5.
This one, because one, we all know our Halloween as fitted collectors. Halloween, like you said earlier, Jay, is massive, right? And this hat is an official on field. This was worn in a game, right? And it's Halloween themed. And it's crazy to me that no one has reused this logo. So it's the Lake Elsinore Storm.
Whoa.
Oh,
Whoa. Hold on.
You want to talk about Halloween hooks? This is a Halloween hook.
And all this white vine, that's all 3M reflective. So when you photo it, but look, it's an official minor league.
You got to let me shoot some of these, Cap.
Minor league, but that logo, it's still got the eyes, but it's like a crazy pumpkin. Why no one?
The UK eyes.
Yeah, but you know where I got this from? Uptown Jiggy Sports, Harlem.
This man's got some special
that's
stuff.
tough.
I'm telling you.
incredible.
And you want one more, don't you?
Go on, one more. Let's see one more before we move on.
Right,
Incredible.
Bro, that collection, your collection already, like, just by what you're showing right now, I can only imagine what the rest of that rack looks like. And I'm sure that's one of many racks that you may have.
Oh yeah, he's got over 2,500 hats.
You know, at this point, I just want to retire after seeing Capmasterflash's collection. I just want to say, look, you know, you won.
Right.
I'll show my favourite. I've got to find it. It would be the one at the bottom.
He's got a dig.
So he saved the best for last. This is his 5th hat.
Now, keep in mind, he just showed us a Spike Lee hat as well. He just
Not one,
but 2.
Just speaking of Spike Lee, hang on. Before I show you the fifth hat, you've just. So I actually met the man himself, and he signed the Spike Lee hat for me.
Dang.
And that's the Spike Lee Yankees hat. Spike Lee joint.
That's just fucking hell.
Dude, how amazing is this? This is cool.
And I've got the photo somewhere of him signing it for me.
You know, now this pains me as a Boston Red Sox, fan and hat collector to even say that this is an amazing piece. So
yeah,
congratulations on getting me to say that on this.
It's hard.
I'm in shock right now, though.
So this is number 5. Capture the flag.
Capture the flag.
So there was only 288 of these. This is number 146, and it's the Fat Joe Terror Squad. Knicks.
Yes,
so basically, this is like Chanel. So you've got.
This is a UK collector, baby. Look at this, man.
You got Stephen Marbury, because obviously it's Fat Joe's friend. Nick's colours. This is all like suede Chanel. You got the piping, Big Pun Forever.
Big Pun Forever, yes, sir.
You got the Knicks.
No way.
On the back, and then inside satin liner, and then it's got the NBA, and then it's got Fat Joe's signature. Size 8. Listen,
hey, can you show?
I can make a size 8 fit. You know what I mean?
You show that Knicks logo one more time in the back for the people. Y'all see that, right? This is years ago. This is before the hat community was a hat community. Y'all see the thread.
This is 2000. Hang on, 2004.
Look at that, 2004 metallic thread is on that thing. That special boxes and everything. Ah, dude.
146 out of 288.
And this is one of the things I've always said that I miss is that this sort of stuff.
Yeah.
Yes.
is the stuff, the limited stuff that you could,
The exclusivity.
yeah, in the box, or there's only so many of them, and that I've got various other ones that I can't show you for various reasons because I'm saving them for my show. But I've got the fabulous one. I've got the fabulous Yankees, and that come with a 0.18 carat diamond instead of the ball and the MLB logo. But with that hat, the whoever owned it, they had the press release from someone who worked at New Era, and it was the email saying what celebrities were releasing what hats in what month, in what store, in what city. So that's cool to have as well.
Nah, that's tough, brother.
Remind me to.
That's one heck of a collection, bro.
I don't
And
ever
just
want to
like
go
these
against them.
showed, like,
So that's just.
I'm even scared to call myself a collector at this point. I'm right.
But then,
with you.
like,
I'm going to retire.
Up here, you've got the Drake OVO Blue Jays that come out 10 years ago in a special box. I've got Hat Club. They did a welcome Fair City, Welcome to New York, limited to 73 boxes, 2 hats in there, and it was all to do with in the 70s. New York was that dangerous that the mayor printed off a flyer to say, basically, to scare off tourists, saying, "Do not walk in the Central Park at night. Do not go here. Do not go there." And basically, it's the Grim Reaper in a hood. And basically, that they made a box. It looks like a military surplus box. Only 73 made. Why don't they do things like that anymore?
Fire, bro.
Well, probably because it'd probably be bad for the tourist image, you know?
Yeah. So no, but I mean the hat wise, you know what I mean?
Real quick, man. I don't know if the question was asked, but how did your handle come about? How did the Capmasterflash handle actually come about? Like, what made you choose that? Because everyone chooses a handle. Like, mine is based on my last name. My last name's Cabrera, so I just made it Capbrera. But how did Capmasterflash come about? Because that sounds like an old school hip hop, handle.
That's exactly where it's from, Grandmaster Flash. Instead of Grandmaster Flash, it was Capmaster Flash. Plus, you can use the flash from the Flash. So that's where all the lightning comes from in the logo. Is in Flash, is in the Flash. Barry Allen.
Yeah.
So that was.
So the OG with the OG hip hop handle, man. That's fire.
Yeah.
Nah, that was slick. That was like I didn't even think about that. That's dope.
That's crazy.
That's so fire.
And it's also good because somewhere down the line, a bit like a lot of people like AMS. He has like his alter ego. Tommy Lee has his alter ego. Well, the Capmaster Flash thing, because of the Flash is in the Flash, the comic Flash. There's a couple of good alter ego things I can do for design things. So that was always implemented for future
nice
things.
That's dope, bro.
So
you're one heck of a collector, bro.
He is.
I am at awe right now.
That's a prop. That's an OG collector.
Some of the pieces that you showed just now are some hats that I didn't even know. Like the only one that you showed from there that I knew was the Terror Squad one, and because I'm from New York, big Pun fan and everything. That's about the only one that I really have seen.
Oh, here we go. When he turns around. Oh, here we go.
So have you ever seen this one?
Here we go.
Run DMC.
No
way. No.
But no Runs DMC. It was all to do. It was Andrew Miller, Dylan Patansis. What's it? Dude. Yankee Stadium exclusive.
That is crazy.
That's tough. That is tough, man.
See, these are hats that no one else really sees, or people probably like heard about it, but this guy could show it. Like, it's in his collection.
All the diplomats, that's and to say, look, man.
Rob's like,
I love to have him on the show right now, right? And him to be able to show these things, and so the collectors out there understand, like, bro, buy the things that you like and that really catches the eyes, bro. Because like as you see, I'm at like, bro, like I would look at this, bro.
And that's all metallic gold. New God, just an old New God 2-pack to Live and Die in Cali.
Wow.
Like these are collector's items. These are pieces.
I don't even like Drake. I got it though.
Yeah,
He doesn't even like Drake.
Well, I heard Rob does.
Oh yeah, all right.
Do you? Oh, Robert.
No, in any way, shape. These guys listen to Chris Brown. I ain't part of that.
You could talk about it when you show up on a fitted back, what is it in the back in the day? That's what's up. Hey, but another thing that I had asked earlier, Cap, was I want to see a picture of you from back in the day with a fitted. Go bring out a picture. Come on, man.
Yeah,
you gotta have one.
No beard.
Where the beard was not there. It was like super short. Like
there was zero beard, I think. I'll try and find one.
Dude, that'd be pretty damn cool, man.
Take us down memory lane. Nah, it's really dope and refreshing to see somebody with such a collection, right? Because at the end of the day, like we're collectors, and the big thing that was pushed around that I want to have left in 2025 is that the community is dead. Listen, bro, the community can never die. As you see, this man has just pulled out houses that are 20 years old. 20 years old, 15 years old, and obviously he still has them in great conditions. And I'm sure there's other people out there that have these hats and they're the prized possessions, So can we leave the community is dead in 2025? The community can never die. A collector, once a collector, always a collector. You got your sneakerheads that they'll go up there and they'll tell you, listen, bro, I don't buy none of the hype stuff. I buy all the sneakers that I like and that I want and that I think are really meant for that. It's the same thing in the hat community and the pin community and everything. These things can't die, bro. These are things that are going to be around forever.
Exactly. It's international.
There is no crazy hype. That's great in my eyes. You know why? Because although I'm an advocate for the resellers, at the same time, there's things that get to sit. And I got 2 kids with 1 more on the way. You get what I'm saying? So sometimes I gotta hold back. I gotta make sure they good first before I take care of myself. You get what I'm saying? So like the community can't die, bro. Buy the things that you like. Encourage your own style. Stop trying to copy everybody else. Just because Fulanita wants to get all these purple crowns and Juan and Pedro and Luis and everybody over there, they like this crown. Oh, so I must like this crown. No, bro. If you don't like it, don't buy it, bro. Don't buy things to try to just make some bread out of it, bro.
That's the thing about being a fitted collector in the UK is it goes against the grain so much about UK fashion. Wearing a fitted hat it's not the norm. Like it's not something you see everywhere. So wearing a fitted hat in the UK is literally, like you just said, it's wear the things you like, regardless of what people say. Like enjoying something because you like it, not worrying about the opinion of others, is literally the way to go.
Yeah, just be yourself, man. Just wear what you want, bro.
What?
Capmasterflash, I need you to
are wild.
Oh yeah, it's weird.
I need Capmasterflash to go get a hat that's as old as Rob.
How old are you, Rob?
Hey, I'm not even the youngest. I'm 33. I'm not the youngest. He's younger than me. Jay's younger than me.
Okay, baby. So all right, so then as old as Jay. Jay, how old are you?
I'm 33.
Huh?
30.
So what's that? Where are we? 26.
I'm the baby of the group, man. I'm
not the youngest.
He's gonna pull out a hat as old as you are.
I don't think we've got one.
That's amazing if he does. That's awesome, dude. I think that in itself, the fact that he's even looking for something right now, is awesome.
Yeah, man. And I mean, bro, listen, one thing about me, I enjoy watching like podcast documentaries and things like that. And it's very heartwarming to see like these collectors. I seen a shout out to Views from the Vault. They did an episode where they showcased this lady's garage.
Pioneers.
They're pioneers. Yeah.
They're pioneers.
Hat lady.
Bro, this lady had a garage full. I'm talking about full of just everything. I'm talking about from 88 all the way. Man, I'm about to take you off the screen.
So
I tell you about that damn thing, man.
I'll show. It's not a rare hat, but it's it's just a different side of the collecting. So I won't just collect a hat because it's a hat. I like things that are different or not everyone's going to have. So you'll see this, right? You'll just go, oh, it's just a plaid LA hat, right?
Okay, yeah.
Just a plaid LA hat.
But it's the sample that the salesman had, and it's got all the materials.
Oh my god! Oh my!
You could have got it in. You know what I mean?
See? That's awesome.
So that's not just a plaid LA hat.
The sample tag. Sample.
How'd you even get your hands on that?
I forget sometimes. I don't even know.
Right.
He's not trying to implicate himself, or he's too humble.
That is one of the greatest. That's the greatest impromptu answers ever. That's awesome.
And then you've got that, right? That's the Falcons, but that's not the Falcons in the Atlanta Falcons. That's the Newcastle Falcons rugby team in England. And then you've got the sales, the reps tag, sample tag, that it would have been what it is. And I don't even think this ever got made.
That is fire. Nah, bro.
Things like that.
And bro, oh, what's up, little Cap? Let's go.
It's little Cap.
Yeah. He's here. Sorry.
Somebody say go Wales. Nah, man. Listen, it's very refreshing seeing like something like
I can't see it right now, puppy.
A lot of these pieces and stuff.
Yeah, it's insane. But this,
Man,
I think it's one of the.
I really buy what I enjoy.
Yeah.
There was a point in time where I was with anything and everything that I saw. I was in the DMs. I was like, yo, early access. Yo, can I get this? Yo, like, you know, I definitely slow down. But I still buy the things that really speak to me and that I like and they can represent like my style. You know, I'm very like hat wise, I'll go all out. As far as style, I'm very, very cool. So like, you know, I'll give you a subtle like hints of my energy once you get to know me through my hats and my sneakers. You know, like the colors and everything, like you'll see it. You'll be like, oh, this guy got like very tonal, like in the thing, but like the shoes are kind of loud and the hat is kind of loud. Like, you know, a lot of the times people walk up to it, they're like, yo, bro, like, what's up? Da, da, da. And once they see the energy, they're like, oh, like, and that's how I express it. I express it through my hats and my sneakers, you know? So buy the things that you like, bro.
So that's a question for Cap. Do you combine your shoes with your hats, or you just solely collect hats?
He's not sneakerhead.
Yeah, I'm not really a sneakerhead, to be honest. I'm not. I don't. Okay. I've got some like Jordan 1s and that. Most uncomfortable trainer sneaker I've ever worn in my life. So I don't really. They're rubbish. I took a pair to New York. I had to change them halfway through one day.
Awful.
I can't walk around in these. So
I agree with you 1,000%. I mean,
yeah.
there's some one collectors out there, but I tell you that it has to be the most uncomfortable Jordan. Period.
Yeah, they're just flat. There's no support. They're just flat. So I just wear Air Force Ones, or
that's
some Reebok, old school Reebok bumps.
If I could have any and every colorway, I would definitely have any and every colorway. There's Air Force Ones and a shoe that's more loud, and a lot of people are like, "Yeah, I don't really like it because it's bulky." Is the foam posit. That's like my thing. You feel me? I'm Nike all the way, and Air Force Ones, Uptowns, and foam posits. Really, Air Maxes. I do enjoy some Air Maxes, especially 95s. 95s is my thing for sure. Jordans, I tell you, man, like, bro, I feel like the older I get, like, you know, when I was younger, I was definitely like a hype kid, and I wanted like to have like the 11s, the 3s, the 4s, every Jordan that came out. And like as I get older, the more I wear them, I'm like, dude, this
comfort is what you want,
bro. Like I can't wear this, bro.
So Cap, with your collection, has the question been asked? Because again, I've been in and out with the side. Ballpark figure, how many hats? And again, it's not going to be accurate, but ballpark.
It's around between 2,000 and 2,500, I think.
That's amazing. That's impressive. That's highly impressive, man.
But that's over that's over the course of what 20, nearly 30 years. You know what I mean?
I mean, regardless of how long it took you, brother, that's still a
And-
lot.
and-
And to have them in great conditions, because you just showed I had this just as old as me, and that thing is still in its case.
Yeah, and it's like what was I even on about? I forgot. Then no, you had me on. What was I on? Yeah, and I sold. There was a point that I sold a good 300-400.
No way.
Back in the day, right? Because I used to, when I first started, I used to I collect everything. So I'd collect all other stuff, but not necessarily my size, just because I like the art or I like the logo and stuff like that.
Yeah.
So then it got to a point I was just like, there's no point having all this that I can't wear. So I just got rid of a lot of it. And there's probably 100 hats still in there that are not my size that eventually I'll go through.
7 to 3, yeah.
Yeah. But to be honest, I probably wouldn't necessarily sell them. I'd just be like, right, what size are you? And I'd send you them, what size are you? Because
Oh, cheers, Cap. Thank you.
you know what I mean? Yeah, but that's how it should be. It should like it's community. It's
So-
like you say, if you haven't got something, I just like,
So
listen.
That kind of leads into the next question that I have for you. Do you still sell hats?
Not really, no. I don't.
Okay.
Other than my ones I
I'm
design.
really
I
trying to get
don't.
into your collection.
No.
No.
I'm not. These are the questions that other people might have. That's what I'm saying. 'Cause
Yeah.
Yeah.
Definitely,
so many old school, so many collectible hats that they're probably going to make an offer, and Capmasterflash is probably going to have to gear up for this. Hey, they're going to reach out to him, send him a little DM. Hey, you going to sell that? Or, I'm probably going to be one of them. But
Yeah.
when it comes to how about even the trades? Because I heard you speaking about how back in the day there were a lot of trades that you could do. That was part of the community. Would you do trades?
Yeah, I like trade. Like you say, if it's something, because to be honest, a lot of stuff, like if it's the rarer stuff, I've probably got two of them. Like I've probably got them in two different sizes because maybe I couldn't get that size at first, and then I managed to get that other size. So then
Nice.
that other size that's not mine, that's now trade
Material.
currency.
Trade bait.
So, and that's basically what I think it'll be. So, like you say, if anyone wants something that I've got multiple of, then that's fair enough. So I've got 3 red Yankee Derek Jeter hats, all in 3 different sizes because when they originally come out, I couldn't get my size, so I got a 3/8, and then it restocked. I got a half, and then I managed to get it again in a 5/8. So I've got.
As you do.
Oh, listen,
Hey,
Bob,
listen,
if you
man.
want
I
it,
can say I can probably speak for this person in the chat, Jordan. Jordan, if he's been tuned in the whole time, Jordan is probably enjoying this as much as we are. As far as like you showing the collection and everything, because yeah, man, like we definitely, yeah, bro. Like I'm still like, dude, like you have so many things, and the things that you are speaking on right now are like, bro, like why was I not born earlier?
like this one, that's Pac-Man. That's a New Era Japan. That's super rare. You don't see many of them. And then on the back, it's got the
That's cool.
Oh, the ghosts.
and then the UV is Pac-Man.
Oh,
It's one of those hats where you wouldn't specifically wear it. It's more to have in the collection.
Yeah.
It's just,
I mean, he has it resting on the hat thingies, so that's a collector's piece right there. Like that's for him to just have.
but remember, he said that back in the day, if you collected Japan, North Korea or South Korea, I mean, these were collectibles, from back in the day. So I would still think that it's still a collectible if you get it from another country like that. It's pretty good.
Like that's Korea. That's just then it says stay or slim. And then it just says on the back, so fresh, so green.
Awesome.
You've still got the Korea tags on it and all that. Just you see, but I've also got some crazy, obscure, weird-looking shit that you wouldn't wear in a million years, but I probably would.
Yeah,
That's why.
yeah,
That's
no,
why
but
it's
I
still
mean,
there.
that's what I feel like. That's what the collecting is about. Like you gotta is what you like, bro. Is what you like, what can help you express you. And so, like to see some of these pieces, like I can tell you, I wouldn't buy the Pac-Man one. If I was to
No.
buy it, I would have it the same way you have it. I would have it
Yeah,
as a display
exactly.
piece, you know.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I
yeah.
wouldn't wear it. I would have it as a display piece, just a
I
collector's
got a
item, you know.
I got a Gremlin and a Freddy Krueger hat that's just like that. They're just like in the collection. So
Yeah, yeah. Then sometimes that's what you want, just to have it. You know what I mean? It's
He ain't
sometimes
selling that. He ain't selling that.
what.
He ain't selling no diplomats. I can tell you now.
To be fair, that diplomats, I don't even think. What size is it? I don't even. That's a 3/8. It's not even my size.
Hey, what's up, Cam? How you doing?
Hey, like I'm saying, look,
I'll
hey,
come to
listen.
the Midlands. I don't. The Midlands isn't real, but I'll come and see you.
no, Jay, don't act like you want. No, don't.
Listen, I'm from New York. You from Boston. You don't even like New York, man.
But it's a
Well,
collectible.
no,
It's a
It is.
collectible.
It is. It is. It is.
oh, no.
No, man,
It's
it's
gotta be
really
cool.
refreshing to see all of these things. But as we
No, it is.
as we speak hats and everything, right? I wanted to announce earlier, but I feel like now is the moment to say it.
God bless you.
For the guys
Thank you.
for the people that watch Caps and Curveball, um,
Shout
I
out
don't
to
know if you
Caps and
I
Curveballs.
don't know if you guys saw that they went down and showed all the hats for the month and everything, and they announced that they were collaborating with another team in order to have a bracket to come down for Hat of the Year. And I'm here to let you guys know that that mysterious team is the Keep It Being family. And so pretty soon, I want to say I'll get on a call with Big Bro. Maybe today or tomorrow we're gonna roll out, the brackets out for Hat of the Year. I'm talking about we went down through the things that we liked, that we believe that were hats of those months. We went on. It is snowing. Oh no. Um, I am so sorry. I just got distracted by that. But no, but yeah, no, we went through the shows, things that people really gravitated towards, and then we made our picks through that. And so, there is two categories to that. So it's basically like an east and west, and and there's gonna be a brackets, and then it's gonna trickle down. So, you guys will be deciding what's the hat of the year, so just as soon as the posts start going up, um, make sure you vote and vote wisely, because uh, it's hat of the year, baby. And I'm excited to do this collaborations with the Captain Turbo family. Not only because it's hat of the year, and we'll see what the people. Yes sir, yes sir, yes sir. That's up
Beautiful
there.
hat.
That's up there. That's up there. That's up there. That's up there in the brackets. That's up there in the brackets. So I'm excited. I'm excited to see what the people pick and what comes out to be out of the year. Again, I'm super excited to collaborate on this with the Caps and Kirkle family because they've always been very welcoming to the Keep It a Bean family from the very first episode that we did. They featured us on their channel. They always like our stuff, share our stuff. I've gotten to meet Malvin. I've gotten to meet Jordan. I've yet to meet Justin, which it is likely that I won't meet him for another few years. Because if you guys don't know, Justin is heading overseas. He's gonna be closer to you guys over there. He's a military guy. Big bro, when he gets to make a trip out here to New York or Pennsylvania and stuff, we'll get to meet the rest of the Caps and Purple family, which would be really dope. And yeah, man, I'm really excited to get this done, to do this Hat of the Year stuff. I will make the announcement. I don't know if Big Bro mentioned it to the rest of the people of the Caps and Purple family, but me and him, we spoke on even trying to get a trophy done for the people, for whoever wins out of the year. So whoever the winner is, will come up with some sort of design, and then find a manufacturer to get the trophy done for hat of the year. Make it fun, make it interesting. And something to look forward to. You know, it's not just a title to just say hat of the year. We want to make it fun. We want to make it interactive. We're people for the community. This is for the community, by the community. You know,
Exactly.
I am still very much so a collector. I still go out there and buy stuff. I don't ask for anything for free. Um, and yeah, man, I'm very, very excited. You know, shout out to Jordan because Jordan is always here. I know all the other guys there, they have weird, odd work schedules and stuff, but Jordan always comes here and represents the Castle Kerbal family.
Shout out Jordan, man.
Yeah, man.
Jordan.
And I told him at the Society pop up, listen, bro, like this is gonna be on my this is gonna be on the list for hat of the year, and I'm sure that Big Bro shared the list with you. As you saw, it's up there, you know. So again, I don't expect this to not make it to the top 4, you know, because it's gonna be 24 hats in total. So you know, it was very, very well thought out, very, very much so. You guys chose this, you know, like we chose, but at the same time, you guys showed what could potentially be out of the year, and we're very excited to have that come about.
Has Capmasterflash actually, you know, and I'm sorry if I sound ignorant here. Have you designed any hats in the community?
Oh yeah, brother.
Yeah, Rob's got the. So I've
He
got
got
them
two
here.
of them on.
I've got them here. So this was my first F&F that I did. That was no, there was no hook to it, just a camo UV. That was just something. So that was that one. Then
Fire.
I did. That's hooked to Ice Cube album, Laugh Now, Cry Later.
That's the one with the red in it.
Yeah,
Yeah.
it's that one.
I'm telling you,
And
that
then-
red inside that front logo is sick.
And then I did the Green Goddess Rangers.
So you have
Like
3?
Like a team colour thing just to make it look vintage with the green. But these are all F&F, so these were like I basically self-funded all
I like
these.
that.
You bankrolled them, didn't you?
Yeah, and then
I
got it
like
done.
that.
But
That UV looking like the oxidized copper.
yeah,
That's fire.
I'm
Yeah.
saying, bro.
so that's why. So basically, so they're 3 that obviously I just did F&Fs. But fortunately, this year I have got some coming out with a store, and that
He has grafted for this.
2 years of grafting for this. So there's going to be there's 5 hats in total, but
Thunder.
but
That's when he won the competition there.
oh yeah, I wanted that the Battle Dome. Did you see that, the Battle Dome contest? The
That's
Predators,
crazy.
the Thundercats Predators. Did you see that?
Yeah,
I did
you got
not.
Thundercats Predator coming as well.
Yeah. So there was a design contest, and I used the Predators logo.
That was
It's
Pieces.
on my
That was
Instagram
Dome
somewhere.
Pieces
I can't
contest, right?
remember. Huh?
That was Dome Pieces
Yeah,
contest. right?
Dome Pieces. Yeah. So
So
Shout out Dome
that should
Pieces
be
for doing that for the
end of
community. You
January.
know?
congratulations on that. Obviously, congratulations on 3 F&F, 3 successful F&Fs. Obviously,
Yeah.
and I look forward to seeing those 5 hats, man. I mean, that's awesome. That's
store-
impressive.
Yeah, so basically how it come about was obviously like I was saying earlier. For 2 years, I've constantly just emailed, DM'd stores constantly over and over. Half of them are probably sick of me, you know what I mean? But and then eventually, just someone basically spoke to someone and then got me to say, listen, send this person some of your designs. He said he'll have a look at them. So I sent him like 10 designs. And he come back and says,
Nice.
I want to do them 4 in that one. So I was like, cool.
That's how it works. I mean, it's consistency, and it's not giving up after the first no.
Exactly.
I know that's how I first got in this, and that's how I continue to try to help people to get hats made. So, congratulations. I think that you're someone that's well respected. A great collector, and Good luck on episode 2 of your show, having Rob on there. I mean, it's just, I don't.
It's automatically a good episode if I'm on. That's just what it is.
Oh my gosh,
it is a good episode because it's 2 UK guys. You'll get a bit more insight into UK stuff, and that it's quite.
Yeah,
we've already filmed it. It's already filmed. So
I put a lot of thought into my stories as well.
Yeah. So it's good.
Listen, man. What I really want is for New Era Europe to really step up the game and really look at what the community is doing and what the potential that it really has over there. Because obviously, like, I'm sure that there's other collectors out there. They're just not like really, involved, and we can't really see them because of where we live and stuff. But I'm sure there's people out there that buy plenty of houses. You guys have a world-class baseball team, and so I'm sure that there's plenty of hot collectors out there, just not to the scale, maybe to the US scale, but I'm sure that it is up there. So again, I will get closer to the camera and I'm gonna tell y'all, New Era Europe, get y'all stuff together and look at the community that you have. Look at what you got going on, because it can be a lot bigger than what you got right now. Stop worrying about the fashion stuff. Look at what you have. But yeah.
But also, with regards to like people, there's probably so many people out there, but that don't even know that the community exists.
Yeah.
Because they're not on social. Like I said, I've only been on social media, Instagram, since 2023. It's only like 2-3 years. You know what I mean? So and like you say, after that first episode, someone's already messaged me. I'm a UK hat collector. I didn't know this was a thing. Blah blah. You know what I mean? So it's good. It's good to unearth folks. New Era Europe, sort yourself out.
Listen.
We need to go to the UK, man.
And
James, let's go to the UK.
You're more than welcome. You know that.
It may come off as a biased thing because he's a part of the team, but I'm a huge advocate for making sure that Rob gets up there, because I believe that his work is immaculate work. I think that his work is very, 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 very good.
It's clean, very clean.
He goes out and fearlessly tries different things and goes and makes it happen, bro. Like, he really does, and I do believe that he deserves a position and a spot in a place like that, And the value that he brings, he can make something better, because he's done that to keep it being.
Thank you.
If he could do it for a small channel like us, imagine what he can do in a big scale.
Who's a small channel, man? We're huge, man. We're good.
Hey, listen, baby, we're working.
Yeah, me and Cap do have a plan.
Let me be humble. We're working.
Yeah.
And I want to make sure I give the flowers to the guys that's helping this get bigger, because definitely he's that. He's very consistent, very determined.
Thank you.
Willing, so
yeah, thank you. Me and Cap do have a plan. I am actually planning to do a feature film of Cap. I'm gonna do
Hold on.
What? So this is going to be something I'm going to get together with Cap and also show some of my collection, but majority Cap's. I'm going to do a film around. I'm going to go up to the Midlands. I still don't believe it's a real place, but I'm going to go to the Midlands, and we're going to spend the day together. We're going to go through his bits, and we're going to do a feature film about him, and we're going to get more word out. And we've also got, like we said, we've got about 5 people in the UK, and we will all be meeting up hopefully this month to get the ball rolling in content.
That's fire. That's fire. And that also showcases the amazing. I'm sure you're gonna show some hats in there that you did this show here today. And wow, that's dope. Yeah, that's really dope.
I have to control myself because I get all excited. I do see. So I forget that I've got a show that I need to keep hats back so I can show them on the show to keep. I could literally just put, there's some down here. It's like a collection of 10 hats. Each pack is 10 hats, and I guarantee no one's seen probably remembers them, anything like that.
Nah, we're not trying to get copywritten. We're not trying to get copywritten.
Copyrights, man.
Copyright, bro.
I'm just saying. I mean, that was a universal sound, you know, and that was a universal sound. And Rob, if in his film that music is not in it, I'm not watching it. Come on, man.
I'll see what I can do.
We'll have to just change like the octave, like a higher octave. So
this is something also that Jay, you would actually really like about Cap. Cap used to be a DJ as well.
Wait, what?
Yeah, I used to DJ many moons ago.
Why? Hold on, bro. Speak on that. Hold on.
I just used to DJ. I started off DJing drum and bass, and then I got into doing like UK garage, and then slowly into like hip hop.
This is a man of many talents.
Again, it was
when
just
you say DJ, right? Are you meaning just mixing like songs, or you mean like
mixing?
DJ?
No, like proper mixing. 2 Technics 1210s, a Vestax TDX03 scratch mixer, some short M44 battle cartridges, and we're good to go, man.
You know how to scratch some records, man?
Yeah, we can scratch a bit. We can do a little bit of everything.
Nah, listen, brother.
All on analog stack system Akai stereos.
That's what I'm thinking about. I'm like, bro, because like, I mean, I'm not trying to call you old, but you obviously are older than me. So like, the kids back in the day weren't what it is now. So how? Like what?
Nah, that's it.
I got a request for you for your flashback show, right?
Yeah.
Give me one episode. Give me one episode. You showing throwback DJs, DJ pictures, throwback.
You have to.
Mixing. That's all I request.
You have to.
This year.
Yeah. We might even be able to do something. I might. And Rob will know because Too Dark's got all the stuff still. If I might be able, we'll record a little refresher. I'll get on the decks and we'll record something.
You know, I need your next hat that you produced to be something connected to the movie Juice.
Juice. What with Tupac? That's Juice.
Yeah, when Q had the little like the scratching records competition. Yeah, man, that has to be you.
That's dope. That's dope because I've been, and why he probably said that I would like this a lot is I was in the music industry myself. I used to manage artists as well. I've been all over. Like, I mean,
that's why I said it. Yeah,
I've been fortunate enough to be in rooms where I would look around and I'm like, how am I even here? Like, how do you even get a person like myself into a room full of, I mean, millions and millions of dollars in one room, you know, and I'm just sitting in the back and I'm like, how am I even here? You know, I've been fortunate enough. So like, I'm really like, that's what I'm requesting right now. So at some point this year, you guys, please give me one episode where you give us a flashback to, you know, your younger days when you used to get down and dirty and get jiggy over there, man.
Heck yeah.
Man. But yeah, fellas, we are at 2 hours and 17. You know, I think this has been a very entertaining episode. I think it has been a very dope episode. We got to see some really dope pieces. We got to talk to an OG. You know, he got to share and express some of the stuff that he liked and he didn't like from back in the day. Yeah, bro, I am very grateful that you came on the show because you have shown things that I'm like, after this, I'm getting on my phone and I'm about to look these things up. You know, I'm about to look these things up and I'm about to see if I could get my hands on them for sure. So yeah, bro, thank you for coming on the show, you know. Rob, you got any words for the people watching?
Words for the people watching. Welcome back, 2026. Keep it a bean. We will be doing things more structured now. We absolutely promise there will be more structure to everything. Keep an eye on our team, especially our US-based team. They will be outside a lot more. If you do see them out there, please do say hello. They are lovely people, I promise. We're going to be doing more interviews. There's going to be more kind of like street interview styles at events. And keep an eye on April because the team will be meeting up. And there will be maybe a little live thing we do in person over in New York. But yeah, keep an eye out for everyone. And Cap, thank you so much for coming on. It's nice to kind of give flowers to people who deserve them. So yeah, thank you so much. And also, Cabera, thank you for coming on, and your first official year long for being part of the Keep It Bean team. So thank you so much for joining us, and it's an absolute honour to have you with us.
Well, listen, and well, firstly, thank you for having me, and secondly,
hold on, because I'm gonna have you close us out, brother.
all right.
Glass.
You have any final words or any words for the people listening? Hold on, brother. You gotta have the guest close us out.
Heck yeah, man. Heck yeah. That's only honorary to let Capmasterflash, Grandmasterflash, don't push me because I'm close to the edge. Dude, this guy right here, I mean, the fact that he was on the show today, super, super thankful. Thank you guys for letting me even join. But to see him show the collection, to see him just go back in history, that was so dope. He's got a couple 3/8 that I'm gonna again plug in. I'm gonna definitely hit him up for it. So for 2026, Thundercats, looking forward to that. Looking forward to the Juice hook. That's gonna be dope. Being that we just found out you were a DJ, and you still can scratch the records. Got the film coming, so super excited to actually get that info and see how we can even see that film. So Rob, gonna be tapping in with you. Looking forward to 2026 being a year where Lids gets more and more infused with the community. So let's see that happen. And shout out to all the people that rock with Keep It a Bean. All the other platforms that allow us to collaborate. Thank you guys. And I'll let the man himself speak.
Mr. Capmasterflash.
So,
please,
here we are then.
Close it out.
So, firstly, listen, boys, pleasure coming on here. You've got your show, and it's flying. It's doing things exactly how it should be. Like I've said this to Rob before, right? The community is big enough for everyone to get involved, everyone to do their thing. There's multiple, like you've got Caps and Curveballs, you've got Views from the Vault, you've got everyone doing their Off the Dome podcast. Everyone's doing their thing, and it's their own thing. No one's doing the same thing, and so you can be an audience to every one of them shows. It's not you've got to be that or that. And I find at certain points over the last couple of years, the community has got a bit tribal, shall we say, where you only rock with that one or you only rock with that group. And I've noticed it's slowly but surely becoming more of a community where you can watch. Exactly. Like just because you don't like one person or someone does not like that person doesn't mean you can't enjoy their hat if it's a good hat or their product if it's a good product. At the end of the day, you watch what you want to watch. You watch it because you enjoy it. You buy what you want to buy because you enjoy it. And that's basically what it's about. That's why I've started my show. It's solely this, like I said to Rob on the episode, there's enough people doing the weekly thing and doing their own thing. I wanted to try and do something that's just a little bit different. And hopefully it's successful. If it's not, I'll keep doing it. I'll talk to myself for an hour. I'm not fussed because it's the only outlet I get to talk to anyone, because none of my friends, like friends that I've grew up with or know locally,
they're not as cool as you.
You know what I mean? They don't know that. So literally, let's just keep 2026, everyone doing what they want to do, everyone together as a community. Hopefully a lot more of us get to meet up in person. A lot more of us, we all get more opportunities, and we all we build something together. Everyone builds something together, because at the end of the day, the sole thing is we're all here for the same reason, the same passion, and that's hats and the art and the creativity. And along the way, the hats turn into friendships, which then turn into good friends, close friends, family, and that's what it's all about. So on that note, I'm Capmasterflash. Thank you very much.
Brother, thank you for those words. Thank you. And everybody, thank you for tuning into the Keep It a Bean podcast. We will give you out more and more, Thank y'all. And then let's go Mets.
Ooh.